friends, this is Keith, and today we are going to be playing a sealed league of the just released set Guilds of Ravnica on Magic Arena. So I'm playing it sort of for free because I attended a pre-release at my local game store, and in my pre-release pack I received a code on the back of one of the tokens for a free sealed league, which is pretty sweet. So if you're playing, if you played a pre-release event over this last weekend and you haven't redeemed it, you'll want to check your tokens for a code on the back of one of them so you can play in a sealed event like what I'm about to do. So let's go ahead and begin. Alright, so I went ahead and entered the league already, but I haven't opened my packs yet, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, open. See pretty sweet little graphics. Oh, I got Niv-Mizzet, and Erratic Cyclops. Drown Secrets, Hatchery Spider, Lazav, the Multifarious, and Vivid Revival. So, I can say that from experience, in my pre-release league, or one of the ones that I intended, Niv-Mizzet is actually pretty insane, because, well, it can't be countered, and when you draw a card, it deals damage to an opponent, which is pretty cool. Also, anytime anyone plays an instant or sorcery, it will allow you to draw a card, and that's if your opponent plays an instant or sorcery as well, so Niv-Mizzet's basically insane. This one's pretty good too, because it acts as sort of like a defender creature, because of its 8 toughness, but anytime you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets +X/+0, where X is the converted mana cost of the instant or sorcery, which, if you're playing with one of the split cards, both of those converted mana costs equals the converted mana cost of that card, which is kind of a crazy little rule, but yeah. And then Lazav is pretty good. Enters the battlefield, surveil 1, and then you can pay X, where it becomes a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with converted mana cost X, except its name is still Lazav, it's legendary addition to other types, and it still has this ability. So if you want to, you can switch it to another creature. Hatchery Spider is also pretty good. It's got reach, very good. Undergrowth, whenever you cast the spell, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard, and you may put a green permanent card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield, which is insane. And then you put the rest on the bottom of the library in a random order. So yeah, this is definitely it's just a nut flipping card. I don't even know what to say. So this one, Vivid Revival, I don't think it'll be quite as good for us, depending on how many multicolored cards we get, but we'll still keep an eye on it. Basically, you return up to 3 target multicolored cards from your graveyard to your hand, then you exile this card. This is kind of more of a commander card, if we're being honest. And then Drowned Secrets, whenever you cast a blue spell, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, which is pretty cool for a mill strategy. We'll want to keep an eye out on that. So, let's go ahead and move on. Oh, this does it kind of weird. So, let's go ahead and we'll throw our rares in. We're going to turn off the auto-suggest. So we'll throw in Lazav, and then we'll throw in Niv-Mizzet, and we'll use that as kind of a base starting out. So Izzet's pretty good, if we're being honest. So with some of our white cards, Conclave Tribunal, that's a really good one. Definitely Collar the Culprit. That'll be good for dealing with like your opponent's bombs. Even something like Healer Hawk, Flying Lifelink, it's got evasion, and it helps add to your life total. That's always good. Let's see, Disdainful Stroke, that can be good. We may go ahead and take that. I think we'll take the Wall of Mist, just stall our opponent a little bit. Chemist's Insight, I think we may go with that. Unexplained Disappearance. We'll go ahead and pick one of those. City Watch Sphinx, that's a good kind of bomb. let's take a look at red. Red? We we barely got any red. That's okay though. So we'll go ahead and maximize velocity. I don't know about this one. That one's not that great. We may just go ahead and skip that card. Whisper Agent, maybe. So this is the split card I was talking about. So something that looks at converted mana cost, it's going to look at the 4, 5, 6, and then the extra 7th from the invert. So this is actually technically a converted mana cost of 7 on this card. So Goblin Electromancer, that's Ghoul. Sonic Assault and Crackling Drake, I like those. The lockets aren't as good as they seem. They're kind of a trap just because of how slow they are. So you're basically wasting like turn 3 and turn 4 to draw a card, which is, it's not that great. Ooh, Go Gates though, that's good. Let's go ahead and 3, 4. Wait, did I do that right? Oh, I got a lot of Guild Gates. That's cool. Do we want Deadly Visit? Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with Deadly Visit. And then Murmuring Mystic, that's good. I like that one. I think maybe another Unexplained Disappearance. And then let's see what else we can add. We'll go ahead and go with Invent. Or Invert. Invent. Or do we want to go with Status? No. I think we can afford to add one more card in. Let's go ahead and throw in Darkblade Agent. And then we'll go ahead and add our lands. Alright, looks fine to me. And yeah. So we have a Grixis deck. Definitely spells matters. Most of our red cards have a synergy with kind of like gets +X+0 whenever you cast a spell, things like that. So that's always good. And yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll pause for just a moment and then we will go ahead and begin round number 1. Round number 1, we're going up against Chandra with Grixis Good Stuffs. We'll go with that. Yeah. We'll keep it on the strength of Lazav. So we will Dimir Guildgate and pass. Mountain. Torch Courier. Right, so we will swamp blue, black, Lazav, and we will surveil one. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep that. And then we will pass. Right, another mountain for our opponent. They are passing. So we are going to visit Guildgate. We are not going to attack. And we are just going to pass. Because it looks like our opponent has some sort of stupid battle trick. Going off the way they're clicking their cards. Right. So, let's go ahead and move to combat, choose not to attack, and then blue, red, black, blue, erratic Cyclops. So as a reminder, what this does is it has Trample, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets +X/+0, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. Looks like our opponent might be a little mana screwed. So, let's go ahead and we will unexplained excuse me, we will unexplain disappearance Torch Courier. And we surveil 1. This gets +2/+0, so 4, 5, 6. We're gonna go ahead and put it into our graveyard. And then we will go to combat. We will attack for 3. And then we will put a Wall of Mist into play. I'd like to use, or I'd like to hold up mana for Disdainful Stroke, only it's gotta have a converted mana cost 4 or more. So it's not really useful right now. Next turn, though, we'll want to consider holding on to it. Alright. Okay, so don't attack. And then we drop a Pilfer Imp and pass. Let's hope they have something to cast. That's 4 mana. Oh, no? Okay. Okay, letting it resolve. Okay, we'll see what sort of battle trick they have. Oh, they didn't? Alright, Boros Challenger. My turn. Alright, so we're gonna get in for 1. Or so we're gonna do Pilfering Imp so we can take a look at their hand and get rid of anything. Oh. We're gonna Disdainful Stroke. Sworn Companions. Thinking we drew too slow of a hand to be going up against this deck. So we're going to move to combat, and we're going to go ahead and attack with Wall of Mist. Oh no, we can't attack with it. That's right, it is Defender. So, yeah, this is basically just... maybe I'll have like a sacrifice a creature or something. So we are going to cast Chemist Insights, or Chemister's Insight, giving Erotic Cyclops +4/+0. So, now we are going to Child of Night. And then Dark Blade. Regent. And then we're going to do one for Lazav. I think we should probably just go ahead and concede, because I don't think we're really gonna go anywhere with this. I don't really see anything that we can draw within the next turn to really do anything for us. So I'm wondering if maybe we should just go, that's nice, we should go back to the drawing board with this. Like maybe we should look at more removal. But I'm not really entirely sure what we have to add. We didn't really get that. I don't know, this pool seems really meh. I don't think that's, let's see. I also got a whole lot of repeats, which is kind of weird. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just keep going with this one, and we'll just see where we end up with. Right, round number 2. We are going up against a Johnny. And yeah, we can keep this. Yeah, it's okay. So is it Guildgate and pass? Great, swamp for our opponents. We are going to drop a mountain, and then wall of mist, and pass. Right, plains for our opponents. Hazda Marshall. Well, let's go ahead and pass. Right, Thief of Sanity. And oh, they chose not to. It's kind of weird. But we're going to go ahead and unexplained disappearance, returning it to its owner's hands, and we will keep that on top. We definitely want the swamp. Then we'll start swamp and hired poisoner, and then we'll go ahead and pass. Swamp for our opponents. Blade Instructor. We got a Lazav, which is pretty cool. But I think we are going to hold off on it so we can Sonic Assault on the next turn. Alright, so we will go ahead and just pass. I guess we have to let it resolve. Can't really do anything about it. So we're going to play Lazav. Alright, so if you see what we did there, we switched the Blade Instructor's power and toughness, so that way, since Mentor only works as a... Mentor only works if the thing with Mentor has greater power. So what we did was we switched its power and toughness while that ability was on the stack, preventing preventing our opponent from getting the tokens onto Hazda Marshall. But I still think we're in a pretty bad spot just because we really aren't... We're not drawing what we need. So, I think this might be it might be our last turn. I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to go back in and redo our deck to make it a lot more aggressive, because how it is right now, it's just way too dirtily. It doesn't do anything. Whereas if you look at a deck like this, it's aggressive, it pushes stuff out, while we're just kind of sitting here waiting on I don't know what. So let's go ahead and concede. And then we will take a look at redoing our deck. Because even though we have sweet cards like Niv Mizzet and Fire Urchin and whatever, yeah, the Cyclops, it might not be what we need. So let's go ahead and we're gonna remove everything. I wish there was a better way of like having multiple decks, kind of like how you can on Magic Online. Alright, so let's filter it by creature. And we will see where our density, our creature density is. It's kind of looking about equal, truthfully. I guess we have more green because of the 4 Crowl Foragers. Actually, looking at it, we probably should have went with maybe Abzan, actually. Because there's definitely a lot of decent creatures in that area. So we're gonna go with that one. And then go with 2 of those. We can go with that, and we can go with that. We'll go ahead and take Lorespo Shaman. We want that. That. That one's decent. I like that one. It's got vigilance. Maybe Whisper Agent? Since I think we can get the double black just fine. Maybe? Yeah, Erstwhile Trooper I can see being good, especially with all the Undergrowth cards we have. Maybe Veiled Shade, even? Alright, so let's look at some sorceries. So we want Color the Culprit, Unexplained Disappearance, maybe Disdainful Stroke, though that one's still up for debate. Maybe Undercity Uprising? That could be like a really good finisher. Well, no, it's not an instant though. It's not quite as good as I thought it would be. Oh wait, we don't want Unexplained Disappearance. And I say we go with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Look at our lands. Let's see. Can't really use any of them, unfortunately, because all we got was Dimir, Izzet, and Boros. But we'll survive. We're just gonna go with basic lands. Alright. Don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, maybe like that. I think that would be a little bit better. Yeah. So we switched from Grixis to Abzan, just because our Grixis deck was way too slow, too dirtily, the win conditions weren't winny enough, and basically it just wasn't good. So, hopefully we'll be doing better. We've got one chance to figure it out, and if not, oh well, that just means I get to start drafting again. So, we'll be back just a moment for round number 3. Right, round number 3. We are going up against Nissa. And It's an okay hand. We can keep this. So we're gonna lead on a swamp and then we'll pass. Opponents. Golgari Gilgate. It's cool. Might be the mirror match. You never know. So we're gonna play a Vernati, Shieldmate, and then pass. It's a 2-2 with Vigilance. Island for our opponents. Looks like they're on the old Sultai. Night Veil's right. Whenever it attacks, Surveil 1. Let's see, Swamp. We're gonna move into combat. And then we will Erstwhile Trooper. And then we will pass the turn. Oops. Opponent's going to get in for 1. They're going to Surveil. And then play nothing else. And now it's my turn. Let's see. We are going to discard that, making this a 4/4. And then we are going to attack for 6. And then we are going to play a Rhizome Lurcher. No, it's not quite as big as it could potentially get to. I think 3/3 is fine. Alright, Hired Poisoner, Death Touch. Okay, they're not attacking. Alright, that's cool. Forest. And let's go ahead and let's move into attacks. So there's not really a way around the Death Touch creature. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to? No. So, Child of Night, and then pass. I will say it was worth it to clear our opponent's board. Though it is possible they could dump as many as 2 or 3 creatures out this turn. You never know. Or they may have a Undergrowth themselves. That's also another... Oh, I guess that's another thing you'll have to take into consideration now. Oh, Water Your Grave untapped. Ew. 5, that's probably destroy target creature. Oh, nope. Your graveyard, so that's 2. So, do we attack? Okay, so they block the 3, we get in for 4. We gain 2. Is it worth it? No, I guess not. Maybe if we had a 4th creature, it would be. Though at the same time, they could be pretty quickly ramping up with their creatures. It looks like they just had a bit of a slow start. Yeah, see. Muse Drake, enters the battlefield, draw a card. So it kind of replaces... Oh, cool. Flames. So that's good. We're going to not attack. Okay. Yep, that happened. So hopefully they don't have another creature to put out. That's like best case scenario right now. Or a destroy target creature. Okay. Alright, so which one do we actually want to... I guess the Drake is the one. Opponents cut their mana. Alright. Watcher in the Mist. Nice. Child of Night. And, okay. That's cool. So, Crawl Foragers would gain 4 life. And then we will not attack and pass our turn. Now it's just going to turn into the like silliest top deck war you can imagine. Oh, enchanting creature gets -2/-2. That's okay. Because really it's just about being able to get through at this point. Honestly, kind of less or how many creatures get through. Alright. His only 1,000 died. Oh, okay. Well. Another Crawl Foragers. And I guess we don't attack. Now would be a nice time for a creature with an activated ability of some kind. Or at least something to do. Ugh, zone. That's insane. Yep, opponent gets it for free. Getting us down to 26. We get a bird. Nothing we can do. Oh, that's really bad. I think opponent will definitely be able to get an advantage with this. So opponent's getting 2 lands, taking their library down to 15. Hatchery Spider. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hatchery Spider. 4 creatures in my graveyard. So I look for a permanent with converted mana cost 4 or less. Graveyard to hand. Okay, so we want Golgari Finding Broker. So we can get Ocarina Assassin back. And then we pass. because then we can put out Okran Assassin, and then force our opponent to have to make all their creatures block this one. Okay, let's go ahead and just concede. We're not going to win. After that, that was like kind of our one out. So that's too bad. But yeah, that puts us at 0-3. Not exactly impressive, but here we are. At least I have the satisfaction of knowing that, like in real life, I went 3rd place at my pre-release. So, oh well. Let's go ahead and open some booster packs and make us feel better. Or at least make me feel better. Hey, risk factor, that's I don't recommend like going with cards that where your opponent gets a choice, because they don't ever choose to your benefit. Hatchery Spider. Hatchery Spider's pretty cool. Hatchery Spider almost won us the game. So, and for our last pack, we get a Drowned Secrets. Cool, that's what we already got, but alright. So, we got duplicates of 2 of our rares. And, yeah. So, overall, Guilds of Ravnica is pretty fun, despite what you saw in the what you've been watching. I'm excited to draft with it, like the actual regular draft, not sealed. That'll be pretty fun, so watch out for videos of that coming up. So thank you for watching, and please feel free to like or comment or anything, or tell me how much better I could have done. It'd be appreciated, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back next time.